The Barksville Fitter Credit Union factory stocks rolling on to the racetrack and on the pole position tonight. The driver who won the 10,000 to win King of the Hill this year. And the Neely Service Center Best Engines Outlaw Chassis number Club 20 out of Kirby, Arkansas. It's still Neil Kemp in Club 20. Outside of Neil Kemp, last season's Showtime Speedway track champion, who won 8 times at 4 different tracks. It'll be Florine, Louisiana's Brian Cook. So again, race fans here on the grandstand side and the Club 20, Neil Kemp's your pole sitter with Brian Cook out of Florine to the outside. Adam Worksport, Louisiana, the Barton Glass Cook embroidery number 43J gets BJ Cook. Outside of BJ Cook and the Patriot Racing Outlaw Chassis number 13. Hot damn it, it's Jeff Hammett in car number 13. Inside of 3 and the number 81, it's Ricky Ingalls out of Longview, Texas. Outside of Ricky Ingalls tonight in the 9L, it'll be Jeremy Laxton in 9L. 4th over to the inside of the 12, the Spear Barn Grill Laser Chassis. It's Bo Perry out of Bossier City. 34 Junior, it's going to be Josh Daughtery tonight. Josh Daughtery in 34 Junior to the inside of the next row. That's 5th row inside. And the 10X is Billy Taylor in 10X. Jason Hood out of Russ, Texas in the 429 car tonight. In the 55M out of Bossier City, it's Cody Myers. Going 20 laps in distance, $1,000 on the line, I do believe. Don't quote me, but I believe so. And the lights are out and we're underway from Ark La Tex in your factory stock main event. Way back up top here. So they rolled down into one for the first trip of this 20-lap affair. And getting ready to roll down the back straightaway for the race lead. 43J working the hub, works it well, and they're fanned out 3 different lanes wide all over the Ark La Tex Speedway early in this one. As Myers, the early race scuffle, will slow his progress off of turn number 4 in the 55. He sinks to the tail. Here they come. They're 3 wide for a second. Down the back boulevard, they're still 3 wide. You couldn't have slid the Holy Spirit between the left side and the right side of the 43J and 81. They roll off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1. After Matt Shepard just won a hard-earned Short Track Super Series Big Block Modified main event here at the Ark La Tex Speedway. The first time ever to have that tour here, and we're thrilled to have them and looking forward to more of it tomorrow night. As Tim McGraw's hit 1997 song says, I like it, I loved it, and I want some more of it, and the caution flag comes out. So we'll take our first trip to the yellow flag here. So we're back underway here at Ark La Tex. They tried to go 4 wide. Thought better of it was the number 17 car. He works down the front straightaway about mid-pack as they're side-by-side for the race lead. It's heating up at Ark La Tex, and the caution flag is back out. Oh, my goodness gracious. It looked like the parking lot after it reopened after COVID-19, as a few of them already drove away and went back their way to home.
Four laps completed and 16 remaining in our factory stock feature, second of our 3 features tonight. Part of our opening night here on the Cajun Tour at Ark La Tex Speedway.
I have to ask you real quick before we go to green here, Jeff. Do you have a stock car class similar to this one? I mean, I'm sure you guys don't run asphalt pull-off tires, but what's your stock car class like? Is it sanctioned or what?
No, most tracks are not sanctioned, but we do have exactly like this. Some tracks are called street stocks, other tracks are called factory stock, some tracks are called road runners, but it's very similar, but they do have treaded tires.
You don't see many stock car guys rolling in toter homes, though.
No.
You get those you get quite a few here. It's crazy. Just in 2 races, $25,000 up for grabs this season at 2 area racetracks. Oh, boy, and we got carnage on the front straightaway in the 100-plus of Brian Cook, who does have an approach and a kind of a, oh, my goodness, and we have got all kinds of carnage in this one, as the green is still elected to stay out. However, the caution now will have no other choice but to come out here, and we're hoping these guys will get to settle down a little bit, and we'll get some green flag laps logged into the history books with some race cars that'll be able to return tomorrow. Or, I'm sorry, we're not running factories tomorrow, but if we were, you get what I mean.
I am amazed at how well they run with the asphalt tires, complete slicked tires, and especially now the track has slicked over.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you can't groove them, you can't sipe them, you can't do anything with them. As long as you pass the durometer test prior to the race, I believe it's 60, then it doesn't matter what you do after the race necessarily. There's a lot of stuff going around about whether guys dope their tires and this and that. Well, that's up to the tech man to decide. But nonetheless, it is a great equalizer. I mean, you can go get 4 of them for $100, rather than spending 60 to 80, on a G60 or. If you're grooving them, it just takes a lot of the work away. A lot of the guys that get out of this class and go run a modified, it's not very long, and then they're back in this class, and you ask them, well, what was the shortcoming in the limit? Too much work on the tires, or the mod, it's just too much work. And you can certainly understand that, as if you ever walk through the pits, you're seeing guys out with those tire machines, and they really that is a huge part of the game in racing in general in any class is the tire prep work.
Tire prep work, and for like our class, the modifies tire selection, because there's 2 or 3 different compounds they can use. So here we go. We're ready to go back to green. Still 4 laps complete.
This driver out front, Jeff, won the 10,000 win, one of the most prestigious events held at the Boot Hill Speedway in Greenwood, Louisiana. The oldest operating dirt oval in the state of Louisiana since 1973. Won the King of the Hill event, and he has a major problem in a push into 1. Opens up the door, and they go 3 wide for the race lead down the back boulevard. Jeff Hammett around the hub in 13. The Patriot Racing number 13 trying to win one here on Veterans Day off of turn number 4. Salute to you, Hammett off of 4. Has never won at Ark La Tex. He's rolling and hustling into 1. Hammett with 4 wins this season on a Friday night in Canton, Texas at the Buffalo Creek Speedway, and they're still 3 wide for the race lead. Oh, baby, it's heating up at Ark La Tex in the turn number 3. 6 scored, 14 laps remain. Working down the front straightaway as Club 20 and Neil Kemp has got his sea legs back underneath him. And he will fight tooth and nail on the outside of the speedway, using that outside line momentum to his advantage as he'll propel his way into 3 by about a half of a car length up in front of the 81 of Ingalls. Ingalls keeping him honest right around the hub in that laser chassis. 2 of the top chassis manufacturers in, and here comes the outlaw chassis fabricator Justin Whitehead, the 8-time Cajun Classic winner. And 36J's rolled his way to 4th now. Whitehead with 297 wins since the start of 2008. Works down the front straightaway into 1. You want to talk about a guy that's going to go down in history? 29 years of age is Justin Whitehead in 36J, and everybody knows that anytime you lace up and you put the fire suit on one leg at a time, and you know it goes through 36J. It's not biased, it's just, it is what it is. He is a tough customer. And here he comes. He wants the piece of the pie now. Whitehead has got that brand new premium elite power plant built by Chuck Priestley and Best Engines. Of course, Whitehead, a machinist at Best Engines. Been racing IMCA mods this year. His first full season of IMCA modified racing. Won 4 times, and 3 of them with commas in it. Showing that he can get the job done. It doesn't matter if it has 4 tires and a steering wheel, and he's showing it again here tonight. Whitehead knocking on the back door to the 13 of Jeff Hammett for 3rd. Can't find the lane. He'll try to up on the outside now, as Neil Kemp still leads this one in Club 20, as you got a dogfight tonight here at the Ark La Tex Speedway in Vivian in your factory stock main event. How bad do you want it? Show me what you got. Wednesday night slugfest. We might even have time to get out of this one and still head to church. Off of turn number 4, Whitehead rolls the hub, rolling it well. Hasn't been able to advance any further than once he got up to 4th, but he is certainly putting it on right now. They're going to earn it. As I told Jeff a few moments ago, always earn, they're never given. As 81 of Ricky Ingalls rolls the middle line, Whitehead rolling a lane underneath, trying to keep the car straight and the momentum up underneath the 36J car. Tick-tock, the race clock goes. The next time by, it'll be 6 laps to go here in Vivian, Louisiana. And you have got an absolute Donnybrook brewing tonight. What more do you want, race fans? Down the front straightaway in the turns 1 and 2, Ricky Ingalls and the Highway 98.9 Rock, Kiss Country 93.7 FM, 11:30 a.m. the tire, J&J Motorsports, John Harvey Toyota Subaru, number 81 car. Like I said, age ain't nothing but a number, baby. 63 years old. His dad won his last race at 73 years old back in 2002 in a late model at the Boot Hill Speedway, and he's showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Using the lessons learned from his father, Papa Ray Ingalls, and his brother Doug, of course, inducted into Florence, Kentucky's National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame. If your last name is Ingalls, there's no question he has got it. Digging tonight. Ingalls making Club 20 get up on the wheel. Oh, and Ingalls just broke. He's got his hand out the window. Ingalls just broke. He's showing his hand out the window, signaling that caution, and he is DONE, and he has got to be hot underneath the collar. Tough break for Ingalls. Not sure what happened to him because he just fired back up and got after it. As Neil Kemp can breathe a sigh of relief now. Woo! As Neil Kemp, his greatest season that he's ever had here in 2020. The $10,000 winner, as I mentioned multiple times tonight, of the King of the Hill. The second largest paying factory stock event this year. The largest one paid $15,000 at the track that you guys will head on to on Friday and Saturday night at the Chatham Race. So he paid $15,000 as your winner was Chris Winnigan Hennigan. And tonight, for the final time, heading down the back boulevard, ready to hit 3 and 4 for the final time. He's been the man with the plan, looking to hold checker flag in his hand in this one. The driver to the Outlaw Chassis, Team 5 Enterprise Neely Service Center, Henry's Motorsports, number Club 20. It's still Neil Kemp, Club 20 out of Kirby, Arkansas, your winner. Jeff Hammett with a great run there, holding off Whitehead in 36J. Good run from Marusak as well.